Always drink from a straw. So, this is going to be a different type video today. Not what I'm used to doing, not the way I usually structure it, the way I usually line it up. As you can see, I'm not in my usual setup. I'm at a cabin out in Kentucky. I'm actually on a produce farm, a family's produce farm. They have a cabin in the back of their property and they allow people to rent it out as an Airbnb. There's no electricity at this cabin, so it's very primitive. However, there is a gas grill back there. There's also a nice shower back here that does have hot water, believe it or not. I've been here all weekend just spending time. Haven't been out in the mix, haven't gone to town, haven't done this, haven't done that. I've just been here, just amongst a bunch of trees and animals and bugs, the elements. I haven't worn a shirt since I got here. It's very comfortable, by the way. And today I actually reread this book. I don't know if it'll show up on the screen, but The Little Prince. And a part of what this book talks about is, in a nutshell, kind of the absurdity of adulthood. Things we deem to be important or pivotal or so pressing that it takes up so much space in our minds and our psyches, right? But when I really sit and think, it's the reason I came out here, kind of like my Henry David Thoreau, right? I went to the woods because I wish to live deliberately. I forget what the actual quote is, but essentially, I don't want to get to the end of life and find that I had not lived. And whatever living life is, that's what I want to do. If it's not living life, I don't want to do it. In the book, these different adults, they care about so many things. One guy's the king of the stars, right? He orders the stars around, cares so much. One guy's a businessman, he counts the stars. All he does is count, count, count. You know why? Because counting makes him rich. So he can buy more stars and count them again. And get more rich and buy more stars and count them again. The Little Prince had a flower, a rose on his planet that he spoke to. He tended to it, put a glass dome on top, built a screen. He got the narrator of the book, the first person, whatever, of the book, to make him, draw him a sheep in a box. A sheep is gonna go to his planet and be his companion and have a great life and hopefully stay away from the rose. The guy drew a muzzle, but the muzzle didn't have a strap, so he's scared that the sheep is gonna get out and bite the rose. All this to say, what matters to you? Really sit and think. Like I didn't come out here to do nothing crazy. I came to contemplate, to meditate, to pray, to supplicate, to think, to read, to write, to process, to emote. Nothing extravagant. I'm 28, I'll be 29 in December. And every year, and I've been like this for a long time, but every year I learn more about myself and how much I do not care about most things. I don't care, I'm indifferent. Since I was young, I was never into the partying and club scene, and people look at me crazy all the time. You should have more fun. You should be doing more of this and more of that. I'm having fun. I do what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I want to get away from all the hustle and bustle sometimes, and I'm a hustler, yo. If y'all know me, y'all know I get to it. Always have, always will. But I need this. I don't like living downtown in cities. If I have to for a while, I will. But I like to be on the outskirts, man. And, you know, the new tiny house trend is kind of a thing. But I mean, I would live in a coach house somewhere. I tried to get one in Chicago before, but somebody got it before I did. But being out the way is beautiful to me. Separating from all the noise and all the society and all these social media and what everybody thinks, the news, this pandemic, monkeypox, COVID, mass shootings, mass incarceration, economies in the pits, depression's at an all-time high, suicide rates through the roof. Everything is just skewed, yo. Most adults I know, if you think about it, most adults are miserable. Nobody really figured this life thing out yet, and I don't know if we ever will. But one thing I'ma always do is do what fulfills me. What makes me feel whole? I gotta go do that as much and as often as possible. And you do too. I'm out here in the trees, man. And I feel so much peace. I ain't do nothing all day. I did a little workout, I mean, I read. I got a little bit of footage for a vlog. I cooked on the grill. Took a shower. That's it. It's beauty in doing nothing. And I'm gonna make another little video about that, but there's beauty in doing nothing, in just being. We are so distracted because there's this idea and there's this struggle of overstimulation. You know what I mean? Hyperstimuli. Like everywhere we go, we're constantly being bombarded by something. Buy this, look at this, do this, want this, want to be this, want to be that. Oh, your body's not good this enough. Your butt ain't big enough. Your arms ain't big enough. Your money ain't long enough. Your teeth ain't white enough. You ain't tall enough. Your car's not nice enough. Your clothes ain't luxury enough. Whatever it is, we're constantly bombarded with all of these messages, man. And when you really think about it, none of that matters. I promise you, yo, I drive a 2015 Altima, yo. Paid it off in 2 years. Gets me from A to B, it's good on gas. Although right now, it costs me $90 to fill up my damn Altima. I'm about to get a scooter. But if I was driving a Tesla, I do want a Tesla. If I was driving a Lambo, if I was driving a Bugatti, a Maybach, McLaren, whatever you want to name, I wouldn't be any more happy. Because you won't be in that McLaren and still hate yourself, yo. Keep it a buck. I think one message I want to push to people, all the answers you're looking for, they start within, yo. And as a Christian man, you know, I look to God first. And a big part of looking to God for me is I understand that God is not just everywhere and everything. He's also in here. You know, so I can trust that as a man. I can trust looking inside more than I used to. When I was young, I'm looking for answers everywhere. Think about it, man. Everybody got vices, man. What are you using to escape? I use women to escape. But you know what happens after all of that? You get the cars, you get the money, you get the girls. You get this, you get that, all the success in the world, you have everything you want, and then you still gotta look in the mirror as a man and be okay with what you see. When you look in your eyes, now, yo, everybody's not comfortable looking into their own eyes. It's a scary thing to do because you see a lot. You see the truth when you look in your own eyes and you're intentional about it. You could hit 30 different women, bro. 300 different women. You could be the man on campus. You still gotta look in the mirror and like what you see. I've done it. Still felt empty and still felt lost. So many things people care about that I struggle to even let occupy space in my mind, man. I don't care for no celebrity gossip. I don't care for no reality TV shows or who's dating who the heck, Lil Baby's baby mom, G Herbo, Jada Waiter, whatever. I don't know these people, yo. It's not a diss. I just want to do this more, you know, be in touch with my feet on the ground, man. My bare feet on the ground, on the earth. We're supposed to live more like this. We just complicate everything. It's funny because the more success I get, the more opportunities I have, the more I have access to, the less I want to do. I love traveling. I love it. I love being able to provide for myself and get things when I need them. That's dope. Everybody should want that, you know? But if you ask me what makes me feel whole, it's this. I'm just sitting. I'm just here. I'm listening to nature. I'm watching butterflies. I see chickens, free-range chickens running around. The rooster crowed this morning and woke me up. All I see is green everywhere. The air feels fresh, right? I'm used to Jersey, Philly, New York, Chicago, Nashville, Cincinnati now. The air don't feel this clean. I know some of us, we get pressured by society to have things figured out by a certain time or to be a certain way or to appease somebody else or live up to some expectation that somebody else created. But why? We don't have to. It's your life, not theirs. It's your life. It's not your mom's life. It ain't your dad's life. It's not your cousin's life. It ain't your teacher's life. It ain't your coach's life. It's yours. And you only get the one, as far as we know, on this plane, right? On this planet. I think life is about giving, yo. It's not about getting. Who cares what you can get? What can you give to the world? And a lot of us just don't know who we are. We're just caricatures of whatever we think is appealing or cool or dope or this or that, fly, this, that. We're all caricatures. And I'll say for myself, man, I've walked to the beat of my own drum for a long time. I never cared to fit in. I didn't care to belong to a bunch of groups. Even on the football team in college, I spent a lot of time solo, man. I walk around campus, earphones in, quiet. At the parties, I'm kind of on the side, playing the sideline. I don't like a whole bunch of attention. Everybody looking at me and all of that. I'm cool. I just want to be in tune with myself, my spirit, with God, you know. Whatever higher power you believe in, get in tune with that, man. It's the only place you need to look to for answers. You're looking on the internet, young guys, y'all looking at these red pill videos for answers on how to be a man. They can't teach you nothing, man. You can learn some things. I'm not gonna say there's no inherent value in learning things like grooming and you know, how to be a healthy masculine figure and going to the gym, getting your money right, having a purpose. All of that is dope. But at the end of the day, you gotta put your feet to the pavement and go live. And there's nothing that nobody can teach you that that's just gonna fix your life. You can read 100 books. I read books on everything, man. It's one of my favorite books right now. Extreme Ownership. I've had some struggles in my role as a manager at a bank. Nothing that's insurmountable, but you know, I like challenges. So when I have something going on, I like to find ways to overcome. And a part of that is me gaining perspective from other leaders on how to be a better leader in my situation. But at the end of the day, when I wake up and go in that building, I gotta handle my handle. And that's how life is. I know your mom might really want you to do this and do that, and you wanna please her so bad, but stop trying to please your parents, man. Stop trying to please anybody but your damn self. Validate yourself, yo. You spend so much time thinking about what everybody else thinks, and it's gonna get you nowhere, bro, but more lost and more sad, more depressed, more empty. I promise you. Because after all that people pleasing you did, what are you left with? A shell of your own self. It's depressing, it's sad, it's tragic. Because most people will leave this earth never having really lived. Imagine that, yo. Imagine getting to 90 years old, 95 years old, you about to take your last breath, and you flash back and you realize the time I spent on this earth, the life I lived wasn't even mine. It was everybody else's. Societies, my moms, my churches, my coaches, my teachers, my friends, girls I wanted to date, guys I wanted to date, whoever. But did I ever live for me? Did I ever decide to just build my life to fulfill myself with the understanding that if I make my life about giving and service to the world, to the earth, to the community, then me being my best self puts me in position to give more to the world. Right? So when I say be selfish, that's what I mean. It's not about I only care about me. I'm self-centered. I don't care about nobody else. Forget everybody. Nah, it's not that. It's betterment of self to then be able to give more and give higher quality to the people you love, to the cities, the communities, everything, nature, whatever you want to give it to. But giving something that makes the world better simply because you exist is going to require you to be your best self. So I do take things very seriously. Some things, fitness, working out, longevity, you know what I mean? Eating healthy, having a clean diet, being around for your family and your people you love. That's important, man. We got to be here to even try to figure this thing out. I know we could do it too. I know we could do it. Simplifying life is such a beautiful thing. People look at me, they hear the music or whatever, and they assume one thing sometimes, and they think I'm one way, but yo, I spend a lot of time in solitude, man, and I find so much peace in that, in just existing sometimes. That's just the fact of the matter. I don't care to be whatever y'all want me to be. I don't care to be what this person says I should be, what this person thinks I should focus on, with this, with that. I'm not really concerned with that. I'm just concerned with, am I giving my best self to this world every single day and making it better just because I got breath in my lungs? If the answer is yes, I could live with the results. It's a beautiful life, yo. It's a beautiful world. And I urge everyone to get your Thoreau on a little bit. When you get a chance, step away. Step away from all the noise, from all the extra hustle and bustle, and just kind of take some time to think and sit. Go to a park. And don't be all on your phone. Go to a park and listen to the birds chirp, you know? Go to a park and watch the butterflies fly by, and watch the ants build an ant hill. Watch the squirrels chasing each other up trees. And just sit. Sit on the park bench and enjoy. Sit on the grass. Take a nap. I think when we start doing more of that, we'll start to find more peace in our lives, and especially peace amongst the chaos, because it can be very chaotic at times. And I know it's hard for everybody. I know we're all going through different struggles, but I just want to be of support to somebody somewhere who's feeling something, man, struggling to figure life out. And I hope this made you feel something. Like I said, it wasn't no planned out videos, kind of just stream of consciousness, things that are on my mind out here in the woods. Who knows if I'll even edit, yo? I don't know, man. I wanted to give it to y'all raw and uncut because this is just what's on my mind right now. And I'm about to journal, work on some musical ideas and some concepts for the next album, some themes I want to talk about. thinking about my track list. But other than that, I'm just blessed to be here, man. At 28, this is life. And I want to do more of this and as much of this as possible, and hopefully share that with the world. So that's all I got for y'all, man. I love you all, and Godspeed.